Oh my gosh. Hi, Frank. Welcome.
That was way too cheery.
I know. Sorry. Guys, okay. If I'm not that cheery for you, then hi everybody. Welcome. Welcome back to the
They'll
CMT.
appreciate it.
Yes, we're so glad that you guys are here. We are the CMT, the Country Music Tea. It's a country music pop culture podcast that we're just getting bigger and bigger, Frank, because today is an extremely exciting day because we have our first guest.
Wow.
So-
Can you pipe in applause, Kyle?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh my gosh, I can hear it. Wow, it's just a roaring applause. So standing ovation. Please sit down to our live audience. Yes, I'm very, very excited. We have Hillary Reese, country singer, country star. Just wait, Frank. I cannot wait to sit down and talk with her. I'm gonna kick you out because this one's for the girlies. You know, it's just like a girl vibe.
That's fine. I see how it is.
She's so cute. She's so talented. So I'm so excited to have her on. It's like, it's the DMs are being flooded. Can I come on the podcast? Please, please. I'm like, fine. Unfortunately, you know, when Jason Aldean asked to come on the podcast with all the controversy, I think we're going to have to scrap that one.
Yeah.
I think, unfortunately, we're not going to be able to have him on. So I'm so sorry, Jason, but I don't think it's going to work out. But we heard your cries. We can't move forward. Not with all the controversy.
Yeah, totally.
Frank, how has your week been?
Fine.
No car accidents, no zoning issues with your real estate endeavors, nothing of the sort?
No,
Good.
just the usual bullshit.
Yeah, just laid back.
No, it's been good, I guess.
Have you been writing at all? Writing any songs?
Yeah.
How many songs did you write this week?
Well, considering it's only Monday.
Okay, but since the last Monday that we recorded.
I don't think I wrote, maybe only wrote twice last week.
You're not even a songwriter. You're a former songwriter.
Well, no, I was recording the rest of the time.
Yeah. Actually, we wrote last week.
Yeah.
We wrote a song. What was it, on Friday? Wait, when did we write?
Might have been the week before.
Okay, maybe it was the week before.
It was a Friday, though.
But we wrote a song, and my son took his first steps in front of you.
Yeah, it was...
It's pretty iconic.
I know. I feel like maybe if that song turns into whatever it turns into,
Yeah.
whenever you play it for people, you can be like, you can tell the story.
Yeah. Even though it's not a song about babies walking.
Yeah.
We should change it, though. We'll change all the lyrics. It's not about a breakup. It's about a baby walking. A baby breaking up with crawling. An American heartbreak story, truly.
Yeah.
Well, it was a good weekend for me. Went to Columbus.
You always say that. Like, you don't even give me time to ask you
It's okay.
how your weekend was.
Because you know what, Frank? If you want something in this life, you just got to go and take it.
Well,
Okay.
then
I'm not going to sit around and ask for, like, wait for someone to give me their care, their, anything like that. I'm just going to take it.
All right. Well, tell us about your weekend then.
So I went to
excited
Columbus. It was my
hear about
son's birthday, first birthday. Technically second because his birthday was his day of birth. But the first day that we celebrated his birthday.
Interesting.
So it was magical. We went to the Columbus Zoo and Aquarium twice. Although I feel like they're being a little generous when they say Columbus Zoo and Aquarium. I didn't feel like it earned the title of aquarium. Definitely earned the title of the zoo because that zoo was
Legit?
zooing. It was zooing. I'm telling you, those giraffes, the acreage that those giraffes had would be a fortune here in Nashville. Like, it is just like wild to me how much space they had. And we recently went to the Buffalo Zoo like a month and a half ago.
The zoo in Buffalo, New York.
Yeah.
Not like the Buffalo Zoo, like where there's only buffaloes.
Wow, I actually never thought that I would need to clarify that.
You know, my mom said we needed to clarify shit
Yes,
on this.
got it,
So
okay. So this one's for Diane. Yes, it was the zoo located in the city of Buffalo, and it had all different animals. I actually don't think there was a buffalo at the Buffalo Zoo. Interesting.
what a shame.
But those poor little giraffes, I'm telling you, they were on like a single family lot. Like, it was the teeniest, tiniest little amount of space. But these Columbus Zoo giraffes, like, they were superior. They were running wild like they were on, the African lion safari, basically.
That's cool.
But it was great.
Did you feed them and stuff?
Yes, my son fed them. He was a little shy because, he's barely even like seen a dog, let alone a giraffe. But
You have two dogs though.
I know, but he doesn't like to look him in the eye. He's a mysterious little kid. But it was really, really good. Tumultuous because my son did not sleep while we were there. But
So when you're with your family and he's not sleeping, does your family, like your parents, be like, "Oh no, we'll help out," or are they're just like,
No,
they took an Ambien and they're
no, they like let us do our thing, which I'm sure some people will be like, "Wait, his grandma should come and take him." It's just like not like that. Like Malcolm is very como se dice, sensitive and touchy. So it's really better if like everyone just like leaves us alone and lets us do our thing. Because they've tried before. Like even like when I'm around my sisters, they'll be like, "Oh, he's crying. I'll go in and rock him." I'm like, no. The moment you go in there, he's gonna be like,
"Who's this bitch?"
What is yeah, he's gonna be so confused. It's gonna like stimulate his brain even more. It was like the one night he just would not, like Frank, like literally would not stop. Like woke up at midnight, did not go back to sleep till 6 a.m. And like it was just like really, really, really bad. So
yeah, that's rough.
Bad night. But it was also like, I'm glad that my parents were like seeing what I told them was going to happen, where I was like, if we come, it messes up his schedule and he's going to be a monster. And like he in fact was. During the day, he was great. He has his Malcolm hours. Daytime, nighttime, oof. But it was just tough. Then the next night we did get some good sleep. Then the next night, bad again. I ended up just being like, okay, I'm going to just like hold him in bed. Like he doesn't sleep in our bed. Like we don't mess with that. He has to sleep in his own bed. But I broke the rules because my body was about to crumble because I was so tired. I was like, I need to like lay down. I can't like rock him. And so I held him in our bed for 2 hours. I didn't go to sleep because I can't sleep when he's like farting on me. So he was just there like cozy, sleeping, whatever. And then it was just 2 hours into our snuggle session, he moved his head and turned and opened his eyes a bit, and he saw that my husband was next to us, and he was like, "Da? Da?" And just, he was up, he was awake, and so imagine if like his grandma or like an aunt came in, he'd be really, really awake because he's not really used to seeing him in the middle of the night like that. So, treacherous, but such a great time. That's kind of what I think having kids is. It's the most treacherous experience and the greatest one at the same time.
It's a nice sum up.
Yeah, it was a good metaphor. So now we're back into the swing of things. You know, I had to be back in time for the CMT and for our guest. So it's all good.
Well, that doesn't really make me want to have kids, but I'm really happy for you.
It's fine. Like, you don't have to have kids. Like, are you a childless by choice kind of guy? Do you know the childless by choice community?
No.
It's like people that, our producer Kyle is waving his hand. He's jumping. Oh my gosh, Kyle, sit down. He's taking his shirt off. Oh my gosh. He's taking his pants off now, Kyle. Like, we've got it. Like, we get it. You're childless by choice. It's like a community of people who are like, by choice, childless. Like, they do not F with kids. They're like, I don't want kids. I never do. Like, they get like offended if you ask, you guys have kids anytime soon? No, it's fine. It's okay. It is like an offensive question. I'm not saying they shouldn't be offended. I'm not saying I'm offended that they're offended. I'm just saying that they are offended. But there are some childless by choice people that like, they're so intense about it that then they like get mad at you for having a kid. And I'm like, no, I have the kid. I'm not making you have the kid. So like, calm down. I'm child more by choice. Like, you be childless, I'll be child more, and then we'll all just like hang out. You guys can stay out late, and you don't have dark circles, and I do.
Yeah,
I'm fat, and you're not.
I'm not part of the childless by choice community. I just haven't had any slip ups yet. So, you know,
you're childless by luck, pretty much.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Or skill, depending on how you look at it.
Okay. You know, the Olympics are coming up next year, so maybe you should enter a new kind of sport.
Is
it the Summer Olympics, Winter Olympics? Do you know? You seem like an Olympic kind of guy.
I think it's the summer. I mean, I haven't seen Usain Bolt run in the last 2 years, so.
No, you know how I know it's not the summer? Because Cody Simpson, do you know Cody Simpson? He was kind of like, came up Justin Bieber-ish. He's Australian. He used to be a swimmer and then he became a star instead. And then he went back and he was training to be an Olympic swimmer. And I remember that being a news story. And I believe that was like 2 years ago. So.
Well, they trained for a while.
No, I know, but like he trained for the trials and he didn't, the trials weren't trialing for him that day. So it only makes sense. Like that wasn't.
Or they were trialing for him because he couldn't handle it,
Yeah. So Frank hates Cody Simpson. Okay, sorry, Cody. I'm very excited though for these Olympics, but this is not an Olympic podcast, so we should stop talking about the Olympics. You always bring up the Olympics. God, stop. Okay, we have some talking to do. You know it's going to be a good episode of the CMT when our correspondent, I'm not sure if she wants to be named, so she can, we can bleep that out if we have to, but she'll text me like, did you see this? Or like, here's the CMT. And I always am just like, I get so excited because then I know that there's something going on in music.
There's something to talk
Besides
about.
Kevin Costner's freaking divorce. That is like Taste of Country is they must be getting a settlement in this divorce or something because all they do
How
is
does
cover
that have
it.
anything to do with country music?
Because Yellowstone is now inherently country music, a la Nashville. Like the show Nashville was then, it became country music news because there's just not much to talk about.
Because they like use country songs in that, and Lainey Wilson was in one episode.
Hat, Lainey Wilson, hats, horses, ranch, dirt, dust.
Hey, well, I'm happy that country music is cowboy hats again, you know, because it was flat brimmed baseball caps.
Are you one of those?
Caps for a while.
Are you one of those? That's not country kind of guys.
Sometimes, yeah.
Your hat.
It's curved.
It's curved a little, and it's a Callaway hat.
It's curved enough.
It's giving golf. It's giving northern Yankee snob.
I have a giant head, so I just have to pick a hat that actually fits. I don't get to like pick a brand. I don't even golf.
Wow.
I got this hat for free, and I'm like, it fits. I'm wearing it.
One day you're going to come in with one of those hats that has like the beer on top with the straw that comes down because you're like, it's the only one that would fit me.
One that fit.
Oh my gosh. Wow. So tell us about that struggle being a part of the big-headed community. Like, I feel like you guys aren't really like given a platform. So this is your time.
Yeah. I mean, when I was a little kid, my kindergarten teacher used to talk about how big my head was.
Wow.
But she used to like sugarcoat it and be like, it's because there's so many brains in there. And I used to, as a little kid, think of like all these little brains sitting on shelves in my head. She meant like, you know.
So clearly there was not a lot of brains going on there. What was her name?
I don't remember. So yeah, no brains.
Literally. Okay, speaking of no brains, should we talk about some country music topics?
I guess so.
All right, so first topic we're going to talk about this Oliver Anthony guy.
Yeah, pretty crazy.
So for Frank's mom, we got to give some background. This is out of a Rolling Stone article, but it's truly should be just out of the zeitgeist because Oliver Anthony, he is now like becoming a household name.
Yeah.
So in what can only be described as one of the most unexpected shakeups in recent chart history, Oliver Anthony's song Rich Men North of Richmond has beaten out superstars including Taylor Swift, Morgan Wallen, Luke Combs, Olivia Rodrigo for the top spot on the Billboard's Hot 100 song charts. So this man, he just posted some videos on TikTok of him singing the song, and he has popped off.
Yeah, like really fast. It's insane.
He got over, it was 17.4 million streams of the song last week. That's the same as Taylor Swift's Cruel Summer. Mm-hmm. So.
Yeah, and there's like a live music, whatever, video of him singing it in the woods.
Yeah, I saw that.
There's like dogs laying around and stuff like that.
That's the first video I saw.
He posted it 12 days ago and it has 30 million views.
Insane.
And like, yeah, he's just some dude that like, whatever, wrote some songs. And it's really, I mean, I read a post that he did that he even like turned down an $8 million record deal.
Yes,
he's like, I don't want a bunch of tour buses. And
no,
like,
I saw that too, where he's like, I don't.
Which is fair. Like, some people don't want that.
Yeah, he was like, I don't want stadiums. I don't want tour buses. I don't want a jet. I'm like, okay, well, how about you take them and then we can just transfer everything into my name. I want them. Yeah, he's a very humble guy living in the woods with his dog and his guitar. But yeah, I think the song went viral because, you know, it's all about like how people are struggling and everything's rigged against us. And, you know, these politicians are just all talk. So I think it really resonated with a lot of people because, I mean, with eggs being as expensive as they are,
They
people
are
are,
expensive.
Como City say, pissed. And music, it can really bring people together.
Does Como City say the phrase of the week?
I
How
always
many
say Como
times
City
do you
say.
think you can fit that into the interview coming up?
No, I don't want her to be like,
Like Super Troopers when they say meow a bunch of different times?
no, I
You've
just...
probably never even seen that movie, have you?
No, I haven't. I only watched like The Click and High School Musical 1, 2, and 3, Cheetah Girls 1 and 2.
Oh, okay.
You know.
But anyways, back to this Oliver dude.
Oliver.
Yeah, I mean, I heard that song on country radio on Friday.
On the radio?
Yeah.
Oh, shoot.
And like, there's not even a radio version because he cusses
Yeah, I think
in
he
one
says,
of the
like,
things.
dick.
Something. It was in the chorus because it happened multiple times. And like, they don't.
He says, like, your dollar ain't...
Shit, maybe, yeah.
Oh, I thought it was
And
dick.
so your dollar ain't dick.
No, I swear I saw that on a TikTok.
Maybe it is. I
in
don't
the
know.
Captions.
But there's not even it's like been out for such a short time, and
They
there's
don't
no
care, yeah.
like that to mute that. They just turn the whole song off for that time. You know, normally they would have a radio edit where they just mute the vocal and
Yeah.
the
Or a
music all
different word.
continues or different word. It's just like pause. I thought the radio went out. I'm like, but.
Kind of obsessed. Yeah, now I don't know anything else about this man. He could be a white supremacist. Like, I have no idea.
Yeah.
His
I mean,
vibe,
I feel
but-
like there's a whole lot of like Republicans that are like, this is our song. Yeah,
Yeah.
man. But it's
Well,
like, I think he's like, no, I'm not right wing. I'm right down the center. I apologize to Republicans for just using a dumb redneck accent for you.
I think Democrats are poor too.
Yeah, exactly.
Eggs are expensive for Democrats too. Unless there's something we don't know.
But I mean, to me, I heard it as like whatever. He was just a dude fed up with,
Yeah.
politics, and he's a very blue collar dude. I think he said he worked some factory job for like $14 an hour or something like that.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. He wrote that he turned down $8 million offers. So I don't know if that means like collectively $8 million or someone literally offered him $8 million. And that he lives out of a $750 camper he bought on Craigslist, parked on a plot of land he bought in 2019, for which he still owes $60,000 on.
But he's going to be able to pay that off
Yeah,
now.
that's like paid off. But why would you? Now keep the land and
Double wide that trailer.
yeah, should expand a little. Yeah, that's just it's so wild to me because the music industry does seem to be such a difficult thing. But then someone like this posts a couple videos. Now we don't know the background. I thought when I was younger, Justin Bieber blew up overnight on YouTube because that was the lies that we were sold by Scooter Braun. But there's much more, behind the scenes, the inner workings of it.
Yeah.
But TikTok really is such a good tool for artists that you can post a video of yourself singing and it knocks Morgan Wallen off the charts.
I mean, I will say that I appreciate that it isn't like a super overly polished thing, that it is just a dude and his guitar, and that people are like resonating with that.
Yeah.
I think that music industry folks are taking note of that.
Like his Spotify name is literally Oliver Anthony Music.
Yeah, I know. It looks like he just set it up like yesterday.
3.5 monthly
a $5
listeners.
budget.
He's got 14 million on Rich Men North
He's
of Richmond.
getting like $1 million a day because I looked at it
Yeah.
this weekend and there was like
That's
11 million.
I wonder how much money you make per $1 million of streams on
Spotify. It's like 4,000.
per million?
Yeah.
Oh,
And then Apple Music is 8 or 7, sorry.
interesting.
Then Tidal's 8. But
Gorgeous.
he's probably making similar numbers on all the platforms.
Have you listened to any of his other music?
No.
Me either.
But it's still getting a lot of streams, like residually from people going to his page, I think. Because
Yeah.
all the other songs are ticking up,
Oh yeah,
too.
the lowest one has like 1.5 million.
Yeah, must be nice.
I've been putting out music for 10 effing years and I have like 16,000. Like, okay, so
You have more than that.
happy for Oliver Anthony. Anthony Oliver? Oliver Anthony?
That's also not his real name,
Yeah, I was gonna say
apparently.
it doesn't sound like his real name. It's giving my last name's a little dicey, so I use my middle.
Yeah. It's like Oliver Anthony Music. I know you already
His
brought
last
this
name's
up.
Music.
Yeah. It's like, it sounds like he just was like, oh, that's my email. So I'm going to use that as my Spotify
at
name.
gmail.com.
Yeah, it probably is.
We should email that and be like, you want to come on the podcast?
Yeah, I mean, I saw another thing that said he has gotten like 50,000 emails in the last 2 weeks.
Gosh, he's got to close that Gmail down.
I know.
Or that AOL, probably. I have AOL.
He's probably a Yahoo guy.
Really?
Yeah, isn't Seth a Yahoo guy?
Seth's a Hotmail girl.
Oh,
he's a Hotmail girl. I'm an AOL hoe. And that's who we are. But I have a Gmail. I have so many Gmails. It's insane. Like, Gmail... If you had to pay for Gmail, they would be making so much money off of me.
Yeah.
All my side projects and businesses that I have, all my several last names.
What's the podcast? Do we have a Gmail?
Yeah.
What is it?
cmt@gmail.com.
Well, hey, if you want to write in.
Oh my gosh, wait. Yeah, actually, let me like double check though that it is that. I don't know if it's the or CMT.
Yeah, because, some listeners don't have Instagram, don't know how to DM on Instagram.
Yeah. Well,
and they want to send like a lengthy email and tell us how much they love us or hate us. Either or, we're happy to get the email.
Usually the comments are 160 characters, so now you're giving them like more space to hate us. But I'll put our email on our Instagram so you guys can write in and tell us how much you love us. Which, speaking of, Frank, you're supposed to remind me to suck my stomach in every 5 minutes, and you didn't.
Sorry.
So now
the candle was blocking the view of your stomach, so I forgot. But yeah,
I just think you wanted me to look fat so you look skinnier or something. Okay, next story, final story. Truly just like, oh, there's a fly in the studio. Oh, Frank, you know I don't like the bugs. The next story, it's a heartwarming. Oh my God, we're being attacked by this fly. Frank, you must stink.
Probably.
Just kidding. No, it's actually probably me. Because Seth says I attract bugs. Like this weekend, we were walking around the city of Columbus. Everywhere I went, there was one singular bee that only wanted to be around me. And he said, it's because you attract negative energy.
Maybe the bee's baby was stuck and needed help, and it was trying to be like, hey, human, you seem nice.
You're
Come
a mother.
Help me.
We can tell by your fupa. Come and help me with my baby.
Yeah. Did you not see that story about that deer that did that? Its baby was like stuck and it like flagged this guy down on the road, and he followed it. And
it's giving Pixar.
Yeah.
It's giving Disney movie animation.
So,
Okay, next story. Sometimes, you turn on the news and it is just negativity. It is just bad news. Okay? Prices skyrocketing, the renting housing crisis, floods, fires, earthquakes, hurricanes. And then every so often a news story comes along and it just, it gives us all the hug that we never got from our mothers. Okay? Via Taste of Country. Kid Rock caught on video drinking Bud Light after the Dylan Mulvaney backlash. So, Kid Rock made headlines when he turned to social media to open fire, what a weenie, on a case of Bud Light to make a point about the brand's partnership with transgender influencer Dylan Mulvaney. But it doesn't look like he's putting his money where his mouth is in real life. TMZ has published a new video that shows the rapper, rocker, and sometimes country singer, that's generous, and loser, with a can of Bud Light in his hand in Nashville on Thursday night, August 17th. Kid Rock, whose real name is Robert Ritchie the Hypocrite,
Bob,
I added the hypocrite, was at Skydeck in Nashville on Thursday evening watching Colt Ford perform, but according to the audience footage, he was also enjoying a Bud Light in his hand, sipping it from intervals. So,
is it, I feel like I know that all these people are going to be like, it's fake, it's
real, it's been
AI.
confirmed.
Was he holding up a paper with the date on it also? So it's not an old picture.
It's a new picture. It's a new picture.
I just want to, get all the facts so no one can shoot us down.
It's a new picture. I also know somebody that knows the person standing next to him.
Oh.
In the photo.
Were they holding up a newspaper with the date on it?
Yeah, they were. They were holding up a newborn baby with the birth certificate of the baby.
That's even better.
Yeah. So, I mean, for Diane, we want to explain everything. So we know that Bud Light partnered with Dylan Mulvaney, who's a transgender influencer. And then Kid Rock posted this video of him shooting cases of Bud Light that I'm assuming that he bought these cases of Bud Light to then shoot. Or else he just had a ton of cases of Bud Light in his
either or is
back
very
pocket.
plausible.
I don't know, but this is via Taste of Country. I thought it was very tasteful reporting. The video touched off a firestorm across social media and right-wing media and an outpouring of openly transphobic posts and commentary resulting in broad-spectrum right-wing boycott of the brand that made national headlines. A spokesperson for Bud Light parent company told Newsweek that the company has worked with hundreds of influencers across brands. Blah, blah, blah. From time to time, we produce unique commemorative cans for fans and for the brand influencers like Dylan Mulvaney. The special can was a gift to celebrate a personal milestone and was never for sale to the general public. So let's just remember that. Bud Light sent a personalized gift of this influencer's face on their cans. And that's what causes boycott. They were not selling these cans.
They weren't?
No, they were never for sale, Frank. They were never for sale. So Kid Rock wasn't ever going to be holding a can with Dylan Mulvaney's face on it. And he still did all this hoopla. And then that big Apple Jacks mascot looking ass is standing in Nashville drinking a Bud Light like the big effing loser he is.
Dang.
I'd have more respect for him if he believed it, he said it, he lived it. He doesn't even live it. It's a cash grab. It's hate mongering. And it's just stupid. He's such a big effing loser. I can't even handle this. Like, if he would have been holding a can
Maddie's
that said, I hate
up,
Bud Light.
No,
I'm telling you, if he was holding a can that said, I hate Bud Light or whatever, I would have been like, big loser. But because
the fact that he didn't stand his ground.
He's not even standing his ground. It just shows it's all for a cash grab. It's also he can sell his own merch. It's all to make money. It's all to take all these people that have so much hate in their heart because they weren't picked for their volleyball team to then rise up and hate on somebody else because everyone is poor and broken. And he makes all the money from it, and then he doesn't even put his money where his mouth is.
Yeah.
Big effing loser.com.
Well,
so this story just warms my heart because I've always known that little stupid effing Bob guy, he is a fraud. And now we have the proof that he's a fraud.
You know, when you drive to my house, you can see his house up on the hill.
Oh, you
haven't been to my house in a long time, but
yeah.
It's giant. It looks like the White House up on the hill. You can see it from the highway. So yeah, he's just paying for that bowling alley in his house with all that Bud Light
with
money.
all of these poor, hateful people's money.
Mm-hmm.
It's just ridiculous. I know I probably support companies or buy things that they don't have the greatest intentions or they make donations to places or whatever. But I'm not sitting up on my high horse being like, I'm going to get a product from this company and I'm going to shoot it in a social media video and tell you should boycott it, buy it, and then buy it. Oh my gosh. No principles.
I think, this allegedly, when Trump became president, he made a t-shirt that was all the red states said Trump or something on the t-shirt, and then it was the electoral map, and then all the blue ones said stupid. And that's ridiculous, but he probably made so much money on that.
Yeah, 2016, Kid Rock releases a line of t-shirts backing U.S. President-elect Donald Trump.
Yeah.
Yeah, it says Kid Rock's released a range of t-shirts in support of President-elect Donald Trump, with one referring to Clinton blue states as dumb. Oh, never mind, we're not gonna. But whatever. This is the thing. I
mean, that is funny. You have to admit, that's a good. I mean, he's a businessman. Now
he's a what?
He's a businessman. That's what my dad says. Business. He's a businessman.
Listen.
But yeah.
Make that bag, whatever. Everyone wants to make money, but people are getting hurt.
I know. When the business divides people and pits people against each other, no, that's no go.
Yeah.
That's a no for me, dog.
When I was sent this photo, I'm telling you, you spend your whole life trying to chase the magic of Christmas morning once more. And it was given to me. Your first kiss, your first love, nothing compared to what the feeling I got when I saw that picture. Like, they should show that to athletes before, the big game. It pumps you up. It makes you believe again, It just, it's so annoying to me. I'm a very open-minded person. I believe everybody should believe what they want to believe. But when you start, like, inciting hate and violence, all in the name of making money, like, no. Just make money, like, by doing, like, good things. Or just, like, by making money. Like, make something and sell it.
Singing Ba with the Ba. Like, that's okay.
You know what? Literally, it's what we were talking about before. It's like when someone is so right-wing that they're literally left-wing, or someone's so left-wing, it's like, Kid Rock, shut up and sing. Like, they want to tell Maren Morris, like, shut up and sing, you little girl. Like, shut up and sing, Jason Aldean. Shut up and sing, Kid Rock. Like, shut up. How about this? Shut up. Period.
Yeah.
It really, like,
there's probably going to be some people on our TikTok that are like, why don't you shut up? I hope you do. Comment away.
No, this is the thing, though. This is the thing. Fine, I'll shut up. Ready?
I won't. Fuck them.
No, but all you have to do is, like, mute me. Or the things that I'm saying, like, I'm not having, like, innocent people just, like, show up to work or, like, go to the mall or, like, go out to a bar at night and then get killed for just being who they are. Like, that's the difference.
So have a bunch of people shit on them for this, for drinking Bud Light now?
I don't know. I don't know what the right's reaction is to this. That should be a podcast in itself. The right's reaction. They're going to take that and do it. Crap. But I don't know. I have no idea. To me, if...
You didn't read the comments? Those are the best.
Frank, I'm not trying to insert myself in a hateful place like you are. Like, could you imagine if Maren Morris, she is such a big, outspoken supporter of the LGBTQIA community.
Yeah.
Could you imagine if you found out she's giving donations to, like, conversion therapy, or, like, she really hates gay people in her real life? You'd be like, I'm duped. This is ridiculous. Like, you build your whole platform on this and then you go exactly against it. Like,
yeah.
Ugh, give me a break. We'd all be pissed at Maren. We'd say, Maren, shut up and sing. But, like, it's just so legit. Like, this is what happens. I drink a beer, half of a beer.
You were getting fired up
maybe
right
I should
now.
have a half of a beer before every episode. I drink a half of a beer, and this is what goes on. I haven't had a beer in a long time.
I appreciate your passion.
Thank you.
And if you don't agree with it, let us know.
Yeah, let us know. And 160 characters or less. So,
or you can email us at thecmt@hotmail.com.
Gmail at clubpenguin.com. All right, so this is a very important day in CMT history. We've got our first guest country singer-songwriter, Hillary Reese. She's got some amazing music out and some amazing music to come. So please welcome Hillary Reese.
Hi, how are you?
Well, I was treacherous, but now that you're here, I'm so much better because you're our first guest.
I'm so excited.
And it is just, like, so exciting to have a real country singer on the pod.
I'm so excited. You have no idea how, like, often I listen to this.
Oh my
I
gosh.
swear. On the way up here, I was listening to this the whole time, and there was one episode you had, like, stomach issues. I was like, oh my gosh, she's just like me. Like,
I'm telling you, like, if you're a girl and you don't have stomach issues, I don't trust you.
No,
because
not at all.
I've never, like, especially the cute ones, like, cute girls have stomach issues. It's just what we do. Like, it's our contribution to society.
I swear, I'm going to, like, my second specialist next week because they're
gosh.
like, but they're just like, I guess you're just a girl. I'm like,
Yeah,
that's it.
You're only human, because they'll tell you, oh, cut out dairy, cut out,
Yeah.
bread, and you're like, no thanks.
Don't want to die.
Yeah, I'm good.
I mean,
Although,
really.
Producer Kyle, vegan, he's cutting it all out. All right, so you're not living in Nashville.
I'm not.
You came here this week because you in and out. You are gracing people with your presence. Us being the first stop. Like, this girl just got out of a car ride, 6 hours, stopped at Buc-ee's, And rolls up looking this stunning. Like,
I mean, there was a hotel pit stop where I was like, let's get it together really quick. Because, I mean, it wasn't looking too pretty before I got here.
You got it together, though.
No, but I started college today online.
Oh
and
my
so
gosh. Okay.
I was like, I'm not logging into my classes. I have not checked it. I was like, we're putting on the lashes, getting ready to go here. I have not looked at any of that. This is my priority.
The CMT is more important than greater education, I think, is what she's saying.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Oh my gosh.
For sure.
It's a busy, okay, wow. We think it's a big day for us, our first guest. It's literally your first day of college.
It is.
And you're already skipping out. Like, girl, it's too cool for school.
I know. I'm like, I'm going to be the first dropout of the family. I mean, not the first, but I mean, like.
One of them. I dropped out too, you know. We're doing okay. It's fine.
I'm like, chasing fame, y'all. Like,
I know, girl.
Plan A. Like.
Yes. Oh my gosh, aren't we all? My grandpa always goes like, so when are you going back? I'm like, oop. No, grandpa. It's been like a really long time. Like, we're not diving back into that.
See, I did it early. So I graduated a year and a half early from high school. So I started college a year early. So I was like, like, this year doesn't count. Like, if I want to go to class, if I don't want to go to class.
Your mom's sitting right there. She's like,
yeah, I mean, literally, she's going to kill me after this interview. Like,
it doesn't matter though, because you're going to be famous. So
we're all hoping. We're all hoping. I mean, I'm in Nashville.
Did Taylor Swift go to college? I don't think so.
I don't think so. And you know, she's playing stadiums, so
she's doing just fine. She's taking all of our money every day.
Right. I mean,
are you a Swiftie?
I am, for sure.
Okay,
for sure.
Did you make it to any of the Eras tour?
I did not,
Me
because
either.
the tickets
Doggy Dog World.
Which she's coming to New Orleans, which is only like an hour and a half from me, but that's next October. I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing next week, you know?
Who are you going to be next October?
Right, and people are fighting over tickets.
I know. It's
tooth and nail. I mean, which I get. I get it, but I'm just like,
I'm going to sit this one out. I'm going to let you guys fight. You know, I got a baby. I got like, you know.
Right, you got business.
I got a podcast. So, you know, we'll maybe see her the next tour. But, okay, so you are from Mississippi.
Can you tell?
Like, that is like the South. Like, people think, oh, Nashville, country music, the South. Like, this is basically New York City. Like,
it really is.
Compared to Mississippi, I've never been.
Yeah. So I'm from South Mississippi too. Okay. So I don't know if you know where like Mobile, Alabama is.
Yeah.
You cross the state line, there's my hometown.
Okay.
So I'm from a place of 3,000 people.
Cute.
Very, very small. Very, very country. I love it though. I do.
Yeah.
I come from a family of football coaches.
Oh my gosh, very Friday Night Lights.
The Blind Side. I know it has a lot of drama around there.
Girl, we talked about it last week. Yeah.
Remember the Titans, all of that. That was me.
Oh my gosh, that's
but
so
I mean,
cool.
very country, very rural. So it's about
You're a country song.
Right. A country song. Faith Hill, Mississippi girl. I mean, it's the vibe.
I know. For the listeners at home, Frank's mom, who always wants us to explain everything, you went viral on Facebook when you were like 8.
Yeah. So a while ago.
So that's kind of how you just like posted some singing videos. They popped
some atrocious ones at that.
You know what? I will say I did see a very brave TikTok or reel of you addressing the girl crush video, which we will insert here. But it's called growth.
It's called growth. It's called having too much confidence, too young.
It's called having a healthy upbringing where you said, I'm going to express myself.
Right. I mean, my family for sure made fun of me. I mean, that was never off the table at any moment. Okay. But I grew up on Hannah Montana, and there was no way I wasn't going to be Hannah Montana.
Oh, of course.
So, yeah, I started posting atrocious videos on Facebook. Who let me? I have no freaking clue.
Your mom, she's right there.
Yeah, I mean, my mom.
Thanks, Mom.
She was like, Chrissy Jenner, like, okay, we got to make you famous
I love it.
And so I just sang videos. They blew up, and then I fell into all this. I had no idea, like, Nashville existed.
Right. Yeah. That's amazing. Okay. I also read somewhere, and this is like really what we need.
Yeah.
Because, you know, we don't want to be asking the obvious questions here at the CMT. We don't want to ask about your musical influences. None of that. Okay. We did ask where you're from, but like, that's important.
Right.
What the viewers really want to know is that we heard a rumor that a High School Musical music producer had reached out to you about working together.
Yeah.
And you were like,
Well,
tell me about this.
So we did a song together, and I mean, like, I still know this guy. He's a great guy, but we did a song together, and then I was just like, I got this back. I was like, this sucks. Like, and this is nothing against this guy.
And how old were you?
I was probably 10.
And you said, this sucks.
Yeah, I mean, I said that to him.
it.
Way too much confidence, like I said. But and again, it's nothing against him. He did his job great. But like, I was just like, this is not me. Very pop. So everybody was sitting, and that was when pop country was really like at its peak, you know? So everybody was like, you've got to be pop country. You've got to do all this. I'm like, do you hear me?
Yeah.
Like, do you hear me? And so, I mean, that was the last time we worked together, but still got all the love. Love High School Musical. I grew up on High School Musical.
Same. It's
but
an
the
issue.
song was just very like, you know, Kids Bop meets pop country, which was very, I was the kid literally singing Stay by Sugarland, like, in my feels on stage.
I feel like you should have leveraged that opportunity and been like, let me meet Zac Efron and then I'll sing your song.
Right. I mean, I definitely could have. Also, Sharpay was my jam, you know.
Oh my gosh. We love Ashley Tisdale. We respect Ashley Tisdale on this podcast because she's been through so much and she gave us so much.
She did.
She was Maddie on Sweet Love Zach Cody, and like I just really related.
She's
to that
always
character.
overlooked for Vanessa Hudgens too, which is like, why? When she also gave us Sharpay the movie, which everybody wants to forget about too.
Everybody, they want to act like that didn't happen.
Yeah, with Austin Butler, who everybody praises now. Don't forget where you come from, folks. Don't do it.
Know your roots. Respect your roots.
Do it.
Love. Okay, so your latest song,
yes,
Pink Dazzled 45, is out.
It is.
And then rumors of an EP coming out
September 15th.
September 15th.
Yes, so very, very soon.
Oh my gosh.
A lot, I know.
Are you excited? Are you nervous? Are you already over it? Or you're like what's the tea?
See, I'm so excited, but my problem is I'm so type A. I'm like, what do we want to do for the debut album? What do we want to do for the next EP?
Yes,
what do we want to do for Global Domination? I don't know yet. Like,
makeup line, clothing line, everything.
And people don't realize how long it takes to actually get something released out into the world. I mean, I've had this EP, several of these songs for 2.5 years, figuring out exactly what I want to do, how I want to release. I mean, there's still songs that I'm probably going to release that aren't on the EP I've had for 2 years, you know? But I'm really excited. This is my debut EP, so it's a lot. I feel like it's just all the country mixed with redneck fun. And then Pink Dazzled 45 is like, everyone's like, did you kill somebody? I'm like,
that was
cannot
actually
confirm
gonna
or
be
deny.
my next question is, have you ever killed a man?
I have not, but I mean, it's rumored women in my family. Like,
okay, you're moving along with my questions so beautifully. Okay, so all the good ones are crazy. Yeah. Check out the song, but also check out the music video. I need to know everything about this because are these real people and were these the real people in the music video? What is going on? Like, okay, so Tammy,
100% real. So the story with that is Tammy, she's been married like 5, 6, 7 times. I don't know. She is a caterer in my hometown. So let me know if you want some really good food. Yeah. But she and her husband, one of them, got into a really bad fight one night. He came home drunk and he shot her in the head. And then he went out in the yard and killed himself.
What?
The neighbors called the cops. And then so they life-flighted her and all this stuff. When she answered the door to the cops, she was like, y'all want some sweet tea? I'm making tea right now. They're like, ma'am, you've been shot. She was like, no, you're fooling me. Yeah. And then, you know, they rip your clothes off if they lifelike you. Like, and she was like, why are y'all doing this right now?
You know, my mom always tells me to make sure your bra and underwear match, and now I know why.
Right. And then the bullet's still there. To this day, they could not remove it. It's like she got not front page, in the National Enquirer, all this stuff, news reporters everywhere, but the bullet is still there to this day because they couldn't remove it.
So you really are from Mississippi.
I am. The sticks, like.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Wow.
And
that was Tammy.
That was Tammy.
In the video.
She was so excited to do that. She was like, this is my moment to shine.
So did you have to ask her permission to write those lyrics, or you just did it and then after you were like, hey girl.
Yeah, I did it. And then she was like, oh my gosh, like, I'm famous. Like, I was like, yeah, boo. Like,
oh my gosh.
Yeah, she showed up to the music video set and we literally filmed it at a senior citizens building in my hometown because we could not find anywhere else. So we made it look on the outside like this tailgate, on the inside like a honky tonk. And it was literally a senior citizens building. She pulls up with like 5 guns in the back of her truck. She's like, which one do you want me to use in my music video debut? I said, there's children here.
Yeah, make sure they're unloaded.
She was like, I'll unload them. Don't worry. She started pulling out all these guns. I'm like, Tammy, just pick one. Like, I don't care.
I mean, I will say, if you have been shot in the head, you probably a little, you want to have some guns around just in case someone's trying it again.
For sure. I mean, nobody messes with Tammy in the whole town. She goes, she sells her cupcakes at things. Very sweet, but she's also like, don't cross me.
Yeah.
Do not dispute the payment with your bank later.
Okay, so shout out to Tammy, amazing caterer. Please book her if you live in Mississippi.
That food, I mean, that bullet did something. She can cook food better than anybody I freaking know.
It's something in the spinal cord that is, she's like, kind of like Ratatouille, how he had the rat up there. And it's like telling him how to cook.
Yeah.
That bullet is really just, it's adding so much flavor, much spice.
The gumbo is impeccable. Like, impeccable.
Okay, I'm obsessed. Wow. Okay, gorgeous. So will we be seeing any more music videos from this EP?
I think we will. I don't think we're going to do one for Pink Dazzle 45 as of right now. I think we're kind of just letting the chips fall where they land, seeing what people are interested in, what they're not. But I've got a song called Jacked Up Pickup on the EP.
Yeah.
So I'm really excited about that. We might do a video with that. It's basically just about like, because all the girls in my hometown drive bigger trucks than the guys. So like 35-inch tires, 6-inch lifts. The guys are in like the squatted little, peon trucks. I'm sorry to guys that drive squatted trucks.
It's okay. Kyle doesn't drive a truck.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. But yeah, basically, so it's kind of just about embracing that, how I can step into that role. You're not going to play this tough guy with me, things like that. So I think we're going to play a little bit on that and probably find me like a monster truck to drive in the video.
That would be iconic. I mean, you could shoot it in Nashville.
I could, but here's the thing. Everybody wants something like in Nashville. Like you rent something from them, it's going to be a buck. People in my hometown, like they'll be like, here's my house for the day. I don't need it. Like, and I might not even know them. They'll be like, here's my house, here's my land, whatever. All the extras in the music video from my hometown. Facebook ad went up. They were like, we're coming.
That's the Southern hospitality.
It is.
That I'm hearing about. So I'm from Buffalo, New York. Which is like, I'm a Yankee girl, so sorry to like, but I've lived here for 11 years now.
Yeah.
And then my husband is from Sparta, Tennessee, which is pretty country in itself, very, very small town. So I'm learning these Southern ways,
Yeah.
But I feel like Mississippi is more Southern, more country than Tennessee.
For sure.
At least the parts that I'm in.
Right. I mean, definitely more than like Nashville and things like that. And we have our parts in Mississippi, like our bigger towns and things that are, still more country than Nashville, but, less than my hometown.
Yes.
But I mean, like, it really is. It's a world in itself. So it's hard coming here sometimes because it seems so different, yet so similar at the same time. But like I said, a lot of people from here do not know what the crap I'm saying most of the time.
It's okay.
They're like, are you an alien? I'm like, this is Tennessee.
Yeah.
Like, what are you talking about? Like,
I did see a TikTok comment, which you were so nice about, that was like, stop faking your accent.
Oh, yeah.
And you were like, I'm sure you mean no hate. No, I think they were kind of being hateful, Hillary.
Probably, yeah. I mean, like, I hate to be ugly to people. I mean, I will if I have to, but then it's like, also, this is a TikTok comment.
Yeah. Like, it's not that. I'm telling you, the TikTok comments like that we've been getting lately, like people are so mean and scary. Like it's really getting me down. But
but if you video respond to one, they will not respond again 99.9% of the time.
Oh, okay. So that's what we've got to do.
Right. I've been dealing with haters since 8 years old. So I mean, like,
okay. So
nothing
did
new.
you, when you had these huge Facebook numbers and you're 8, were you reading comments?
I mean, yes and no. So, like, my mom kept me very sheltered from that stuff because I was still, like, in school and things like that.
Busy.
Like, I mean, yeah. Like,
wait, Hannah Montana's on. I can't do this right now.
Can't do both. But, I mean, like, you'd obviously, because I'd go live a lot. So, you'd see the occasional pop up and I'd just be like, heifer, move on. Like, try the next one. Like, at 8 years old. Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
I mean, so I'd see the occasional, but as far as, like, knowing what the videos were at, like if they were at 1 million, 2 million, the followers were at 100,000, whatever, I had no clue until much later. I just knew I liked to sing, so I'd go sing at like barbecue restaurants, casinos. Shout out to my parents for that one.
Love.
All of it. Like anywhere I could sing, I would just go sing, and that's really why I did it. And I'm grateful for that. I got into this when it wasn't so much about numbers. Yeah, and now, nice. I mean, like with TikTok and things like that, numbers are everything. Yeah. They really are.
It can be stressful.
But
don't worry about it. A number, it's truly, you know what it is? It's just a number.
It's just a number.
So don't even worry about it. All right, we've got 2 little games. They're not really games. They're like segments. I don't know. We're trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
Because you are our literal first guest.
I love it, though. Like
this is truly a moment in time, a moment in history, the CMT history. Okay, so we're going to do best show, worst show.
Best show, worst show.
Best show you've ever played. Go.
I want to say I played at the Biloxi Crawfish Festival in Mississippi this past year. And it was more like my hometown show. So it was about an hour from where I'm from. But just the smell of crawfish in the air as I'm singing on stage, you'd think it'd make me nauseous or something. lived for. It was like energy fuel in my blood.
That's what just gave you that
Right.
extra
And then
kick.
I was opening for Dwight Yoakam. So I'm like, this is my Southern dreams come true right
God,
here.
that's
Like,
incredible.
and, you know, just seeing all these people just burying their body weight in crawfish, something about that just electrified me in my heart. And I was like, this is where I'm meant to be.
Wow.
I
Okay,
mean-
so that brings us to the worst show you've ever played. That could mean like the venue sucked.
Yeah.
No one came, or you thought you did a bad job. Like,
Yeah.
and if you don't want to say the venue, we can bleep anything out, so don't worry.
No, you're good.
We love to bleep.
I'm an open book. You're good. I want to say worst show I ever played. I'm going to say my first show I ever played.
Oh, tell us about it.
So, I mean, in a way, it was the worst. Way it was the best. So, I was 8 years old.
Oh.
A little bit traumatizing. I forgot the words to what I was singing. Ran off stage bawling.
No.
Yeah, at this barbecue restaurant. And I got my dress from a thrift store. Like, I was feeling myself. My mama was like, you can go shopping. Like, we'll take you to pick out whatever you want at the thrift store. And I went to the bathroom squalling. And I swear, my mama gave me no pity party. She said, you can go back out there and you can finish what you started. Or you can leave and we can never come back again. Your choice, boo. Like, hurry it up.
It's giving Dance Moms.
Right, it really was. And we love Dance Moms.
Oh, yeah.
So I was like,
respect Abby Lee Miller in this home.
I mean, we do, because she shaped those girls.
Yeah, they're stars.
It might have been traumatizing, but that's this business, baby.
But guess what? They can afford therapy now because they're stars.
Right. Therapy is expensive. So, yeah. So I went back out there. Was like, I guess I'll go back out there. And so in a way, it was the worst show I played because I had like tears running down my face. Yeah. And then in a way, it was the best show because it started this entire thing.
It built some character.
If I would have not gone back out there, I would not have done it again. And then the thing is too, like she would have let me come back after, I would have just thought I could do that every time. Now I play a show, I forget the words. I'm like, y'all sing. Like,
now you know.
That's your job. I always have one band member. I'm like, remember the words to this song. Okay, you remember the words to this song.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look at you in case I forget.
Are you ever worried that you're gonna sneeze on stage?
I feel like I've done that before.
Are you ever worried that a bug's gonna fly in your mouth?
Also, I feel like I've done that before. My main thing is like, and this is going to be gross, but like I'll drink water on stage, especially at these outside festivals. They're so hot. And then like you go and you sing and you're like burping as you're singing.
Yeah.
That's the worst thing ever. So I have to like put the mic like down there, do something, whatever. But I've done that in the studio and like my producers played back a burp for me before. And it's very humbling. Like very humbling. Yeah.
You're just a girl with stomach issues.
Just a girl with stomach issues.
At the end of the day.
Yeah.
Okay. Last little segment. It's called Ride or Die.
Ride or Die.
So Frank's mom, she like says that we should explain everything on the podcast. So shout out to Anne, always explaining.
Hi.
So
I get it. I'm not the smartest. So.
No, she is. She's so smart. She didn't even have to show up for her first day of college. She said, no, I already know it all.
No.
So a rider is what you show up to like shows with. So like Beyonce will be like, oh, I need 9 gold toilet seats and 45,000 fans.
I've had many riders like just swept to the side. Like, here's what you get. Like,
so with Ride or Die, you're going to tell us your most outrageous item on your rider, or you die.
Outrageous.
Just kidding. Just kidding. We're not going to kill you. Yeah. Let's say you're playing Nissan Stadium.
Yeah.
What is the top thing you have to? You are going to be backstage before a show. What do you need?
What do I need? Water, obviously.
What kind of water? Are you a picky water girl?
Great value. Like, I swear, like, it's what I'm used to, what I grew up on. Great value water. Don't play with me with that Dasani. Can't do Dasani.
I don't do Dasani.
It is something in it. They're
it's the salt.
It.
They got all this extra salt so that you're thirsty and then you want to buy more Dasani.
Yeah. It's something in it. I don't know if they're getting it from, like, I don't know, chemical places.
The toilet, probably.
Most likely. Because, like, I like chemicals. I don't have anything against them.
Same.
You know,
Love them.
Love them. So, not Dasani, Great Value Water, towels, because I sweat like a freaking hog on stage. Like, because I'm one of those people, I hate standing still on stage.
Yeah.
If you see me live somewhere, I'm going to give you a circus.
You're twerking and working.
Not twerking. I think
you're working.
I'm working, for sure. I don't have a butt to twerk with. So.
Me either. We have so much in common.
Let's see. And if I had to choose anything, I'm going to say some good catering, like maybe some steak.
Okay, so Tammy is on the rider. We're going to bring
She's
Tammy.
on the rider. She's bringing jambalaya, gumbo, steaks, things like that. But that's for after the show.
Right, of course.
Cannot do that before or you will die on stage,
Yes.
basically. That is what you will die from. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, love it.
Yeah.
You're not a picky girl, but you know what you like.
I know what I like. Nothing vegan. So sorry to break it to
Kyle.
you.
More for him.
There will not be anything vegan in attendance.
Yeah.
But yeah, I know what I like, know what I don't like for sure.
Yeah. So are you planning, are we doing a full move to Nashville? Or are you just going to dip in and out, grace us with your presence every so often? Or do we not know yet?
Don't know yet. I've been doing the dip in and out for 7-8 years now.
Oh my gosh.
So I mean, like when I got those videos, I was here 24/7.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I mean, like, and I was in public school and everything, and that went down, and it was kind of like, okay, bye, y'all.
Yeah.
Bye, you heifers.
She doesn't even go here.
Not gonna go here anymore. Like, but yeah. So I mean, it's the thing of like, I need to be here more, but it's figuring that out because like I can't drive here. I will have a panic attack.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a long drive. But
Well, I'm talking about just the traffic here. Like,
we're a melting pot of all people of different backgrounds. So we are just coming from California, New York, Mississippi, Louisiana. Everyone, their driving skills, everyone's being tested here. So yeah, be careful on the road.
They definitely are. But, you know, I have a panic attack driving to Mississippi. Like, literally, because you have all these guys in trucks, these teenagers who love to freaking do the little brake, make it go, and the train horns and all that.
Gosh.
Scares me to death, y'all. Like, I'm just trying to go to Sonic at 9:00 at night.
I had someone
leave me alone.
do a train horn to me on their truck, and I was walking out of the movies with my family, and we all jumped in the car, and I made my dad speed, and we went down the street, and I screamed at him because I was like, you're not going to make me go into cardiac arrest because you need to have a train horn on your truck, you little weirdo.
Right, and we have truck gangs in my hometown. So, like...
shivers down my spine.
I mean, shout out to y'all, but when I can't get a space at Sonic at 9:00 at night, it's because of y'all.
Yeah, shout out to y'all.
Y'all are going to have to start carpooling or something because I can't do it. I cannot do it.
We need to start an environment... Oh, my dogs are coming in. They heard there was a guest on the podcast. Oh my gosh. They're fine. Don't worry.
They're so cute.
They're kind of maniacs.
Do you want to come home with me?
Oh, you can take them. Take this one too, please. We'll have a little less dog hair.
He's got blue eyes. Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
so
prettier than me. It's okay. All right. Well, it's been literally one of the greatest accomplishments of my life to have you on this podcast.
Oh my gosh. Well, it's my greatest accomplishment being here. I swear we were sitting here like dying, laughing on the way.
Well, thank you. So tell everybody where we can find your music, what we've got out, what we've got coming up next.
So everything's under official Hillary Reese, except TikTok. It's under just Hillary Reese. But if you search my name, it pops up. Whatever. So song just came out, Pink Dazzle 45. EP comes out September 15th called Warning Label. And lots of fun surprises, videos, shows, a lot coming in the works.
Oh my gosh. Well, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Guys, this is the CMT podcast. We're a country music pop culture podcast. So please like, follow, subscribe, comment nice things on our TikTok. And if you don't, Hillary's going to come for you.
I will, in video format.
Yeah.
So do you want that? And Tammy. Tammy will come.
With her guns.
With her guns.
Yikes. Alrighty, well, thank you guys.
All you do is lie, lie, lie.